Alright, I'm going to start the video on this side of the house today. We have this lovely white rose bush. You can already see a little bud coming up right there. Planted in these two spots, this one and this one, we just planted some wildflowers. They probably won't come up in that kind of soil, but I don't have much soil here, so over here we planted one blackberry bush. I planted another blackberry bush. This one's doing a lot better than that one, but that one's starting to get some buds too, but this one has quite a few. And you can see one flower has opened up already. These are the thornless ones. This is the first year we've had them, so hope that they do well. I love blackberry, so we'll see. Coming around the front, we've got this monstrosity of a rose bush, trying to figure out what we're going to do with that. This bed is pretty much messy, but I just love the golden cypress. And then the front of our house, we just have some hostas. My husband keeps carnivorous plants, so you can see some starting to peek through. Those are Venus flytraps coming up in there. That little pot next to it had some daylilies, but they're probably not going to come back. Not daylilies, daisies. There's some daylilies. We have our butterfly bush, which we just put in last year. It's looking good. I just came out and trimmed it all yesterday. We also have this rose bush, which you can kind of see right there. And we just moved that over here from the backyard. You'll see why in a minute. Just trimmed up this grass. Keep it right here on the side to absorb up some of the water from the downspout. That's one of my projects on my list. I've got to get that fixed, set up straight so that the water will go in properly. We just kind of set it there last year to test it out. On the side of the house we have hostas. I separated out some hostas that were in the front yard, and there, of course, they just multiply amazingly, so that's awesome. Pretty windy, so here we have hydrangea. I've got two. So the one on this side isn't doing quite as well, but all the buds are starting to come up. So they're two different kinds, but this one is doing a lot better, so that's awesome. I'm super excited. I've had a lot of struggles trying to get hydrangeas to grow at our last house and just anywhere that I've tried. So here's what the peas look like this week. Coming up nicely. I don't know what that is directly behind the peas, but behind that is spinach. Didn't see anything else coming up in this bed, but we still have the garlic going strong over here. I got all this cleaned out. Still get the pile of leaves right there that I need to clean up. Over here, I'll show you, we do have some phlox, which is pretty cool, and some daylilies. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I do see some buds coming, so hopefully we'll know soon what it is. I think most of it's dead. You can see a spider made a home. But I'll wait a little bit and see what it is. So here's the second bed, and I thought we were gonna get a cabbage, but as it turns out, don't think we're gonna get one. And this one decided we weren't gonna get one a little while ago, so too bad. Pretty sure this is a weed, but I thought I would let it grow for a little while to see more clearly. We have something coming up right here. Not quite sure what it is. I had a spreadsheet, I had everything planned out, and then those cabbages were in a different spot than I thought they were, and I wasn't ready to pull them up yet, so I had to rearrange how things were in this bed, so don't really know where everything is. Oh, just noticed another little seedling. Over here, we still got our lovely broccoli is attracting all of the bees and sadly some wasps as well. Here's a bee now. And All of these tiny little green sprouts that you see are onions. I dropped a bunch of onion seeds over here maybe about 2 weeks ago now. Just noticed that little guy is coming up. Hopefully, I think that might be broccoli. Again, I have it all written out, but had to change things up a little bit. There's a bunch of little stuff coming in here, which is going to be radish, turnips, and carrots. Doesn't look like the carrots are coming just yet. In the middle, there's something. And here's another something. That might be a weed, but this one is probably broccoli or cauliflower. So those two peas are doing good. The rest of these weren't coming up, but now I'm noticing that one and that one. So, and here's some little leaves down here. So I don't know what those are. Those don't quite look like peas. Let's keep an eye on it. I did drop a bunch of seeds. Can't remember what it was. But I was standing right about here when I spilled a bunch, so we'll see. Not too much going on over here. So here's all the 3 beds today. And bed number 4, which we turned it this way. You can see there's a rose garden here. I think we're gonna move that big rose in the front yard and put it back here somewhere and let it run all along the fence, since it is like a trailing rose. In this particular bed is where we're gonna put melons, pumpkin, all of those traily type of things. So that should be pretty exciting. You can see we've got 2 bird baths, one here and one here. This one is broken, but that one works and the birds love it. They love taking baths in that one all the time. And I'll quickly show you, oh, that's a hellebore down there. Just planted it. I've had it for about 8 months now. Just put it in the ground, already shot up a brand new leaf. And you can see another one coming up. So I'm excited. I should have put it in the ground earlier. It's probably not going to flower, but maybe next year. This is a fairy garden that my daughter and I made last year. We grabbed some random plants from the yard and just kind of planted them over here for fun. Mostly like wild stuff or just other stuff that we had that wasn't necessarily, didn't really have a purpose. And you can see a lot of it is still here. That's some sedum. There's another sedum over there. I think that's an iris, like a baby iris that was planted. That looks like maybe a wild onion or something. But the squirrels have just wrecked it. You can see all the little buildings are toppled over. That's a dinosaur. I don't think she wants to do another one this year, but I do, so we'll see. And then the last thing we have going on is this lovely phlox. I love that it blooms so early and it just spreads everywhere. And this looks like phlox, but this doesn't, so I don't know what this is. It's like purple with a little bit of yellow in the center. I don't know. And I was so excited last week. We got the rain barrel set up. Still need to do a little bit of work. Of course, we can't go anywhere right now, so we're on lockdown, but we need to get a hose to connect here to run down. And back behind there, you can't see it right now, but there's a drain pipe that goes under the ground. And we'll be working on getting that set up. This is a little, I don't know, something collection that my daughter has. It's kind of cute with all the little stuff collecting around. Alright, 2 more things. This hydrangea, the oak leaf hydrangea, I believe, it's quite big. I just trimmed off all the buds a couple days ago. And then we have our other butterfly bush. They smell so good. If you've never smelled one, find one and smell it. They are amazing. That's why I had to buy another one for the front yard, because they smell so good. And then we have this, which I'm hoping is wild blackberry, but I haven't seen anywhere else any others around here. So I don't know, but I'm gonna let it do its thing, and hopefully we'll have some wild blackberries. Fingers crossed, I don't know. And then you can see this little, I need to get out of this pot, but this is a mum from 2 Halloweens ago, or 2 falls ago. But it's still alive. I had 2, but I don't know where the other one is. It disappeared. So, that's our garden. Here's another view of the rose garden. There's like 10 rose bushes in there, I don't know, but only like 4 of them produce roses, so I need to figure out what that's all about. We've only been here for almost 2 years, so a lot of the stuff we're still seeing what's what. Last year we didn't get a ton of rain, so not everything came through like we were expecting, but enjoy.